Considering everything that's happened over the past few years, to play the #2 team in the nation like that and play them well, is it fun out there?
Absolutely. It was good to get out there and to compete, at a high level against a really good team. Unfortunately we came up short, but it was good to see that everybody bought in and felt that we could make it happen.
Yeah, it was definitely fun, but I mean we still lost.
No, I understand.
Yeah, I mean that was unfortunate, but I mean coming out of that game we know, let's say a few plays have gone differently, then there's a different outcome in that game.
Absolutely.
So I guess that's what we take out of it is, the good.
I asked this question of Justin. I'd like to ask you guys the same question. Mentally and emotionally, where is this team right now? Because a lot of you guys have been here for a few years. It seems like you bought into the system. It seems like you believe now that any Saturday you go out there now, you can win now. True?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
We feel like we don't really accept the moral victory. We're really focusing on getting wins. Coach Kramer set a standard. We don't lose at home. We feel like the outcome should have been a little different at Eastern Washington, and guys are upset about it. So I feel that now that people are upset about the losses and they realize our potential, we're at a really good spot moving forward with the rest of the season.
And I'm sorry, go ahead. I can
if you understand what I mean by the question, do you guys feel like Eastern Washington won that game or that we lost the game? Because you're on the defensive side of the ball. What's your take on that?
I feel like if we would have tackled better and we would have executed, some of the calls that the coaches gave us and they put us in the right positions, if we would have made a couple more plays, then I feel like we could have won the game. I feel like it was on us. So
I'd have to agree with that. I mean, it's definitely a tough question because Eastern Washington kind of does that to every defense that they play, but looking at it, I mean, we're not every other defense that Eastern Washington plays. We should have made those plays. We have our standards, we have our goals, and if we would have stuck to those, we would have made those plays and they wouldn't have beat us, It's tough.
the tackling, was there too much respect for it? Hey, there's this really athletic receiver, Cooper Cobb, he's an All-American or whatever. Was there too much of that and then not enough constantly? You know what I mean? Like, just did you give him too much respect to start?
I wouldn't say we gave too much respect. Like you said, he's a really good receiver. I just felt like early on, guys we just had to settle down a little bit. It was we just had to realize the situation, and be more confident in our abilities and the positions and situations we were in. I felt like guys just needed to settle down a little bit and just, come to balance and make plays. So that's our main focus this week is focusing on cutting down on those missed tackles for sure.
Guys, what have you seen from Simon Fraser?
Just exactly what Coach Toon said. They run a lot of motions. They run a lot of shifts. They're going to try to, I guess, trick us into moving out of our gaps or out of our positions so that they can outnumber us in certain run plays and pass plays. And I think that's just what they want to do. But we know our jobs. We know our 1 and 11. So all we have to do is sit back and let them do their thing. And when they're done shifting and motioning, just to be in the right place at the right time and outnumber them.
Shout out to go ahead. I can wait.
People around the community are starting to realize that this isn't the same old ISU football team, but it seems like they're a little, I don't know, nervous, apprehensive because they've been promised this before. Is this team for real? Is this the real deal?
I can just say this, and I don't know, what Brandon wants to say, but as a player, all I can tell you say to the people of the community is that I guess I vow to go out there and every single play to spill my guts, to do everything that I can to make this program successful and to make this community successful, and having a successful football team. But I mean, we can't do it without the community. we can't do it without those fans up in the stands. I mean, Sacramento State was unbelievable. I couldn't hear their quarterback say "hut." I tried to call timeout from a ref 2 feet away from me, and he couldn't hear me. I had to get up into his face and show him the sign. They don't know what kind of difference that they make. And to say that this football team has changed, yeah, we have definitely changed. We have more confidence. We're a better football team. I mean, our offense is unbelievable. But to say that we can change without the help of our community is wrong. We need their help. And as players, all we can do is go out there and spill our guts every single play and do everything that we can. And we're going to do that. I promise you that. But we need the community's help. We need to fill those stands, and we will do amazing things together as a community if they do that.
Absolutely, I agree with Mitch is saying. All we can control is going out there and giving 110% every time. And that's what our coaches preach to us. They don't want to have to correct effort. So this is definitely not the same team as last year, and we definitely appreciate when the fans are in the stands because it makes a huge difference in our play and our confidence level. So, we definitely need the people in the stands just as much as they need us to win.